Shalom, my friends. Welcome to Weekly Parsha with Yehuda Yisrael. This week's Parsha is Parshat Vayak'hel, which is sometimes paired with the Pekudei, but this year it's not. So let's get right into this Parsha. Pretty straightforward Parsha. Moshe is calling the children of Israel to assemble, and they are given the instruction 6 days of work may be done, but on the seventh day you shall have sanctity. So it's reiterating Shabbat, of course, right? And it says that whoever performs work on Shabbat will be put to death. So pretty severe penalty for that. And then it starts with, you shall not kindle fire in any of your dwelling places on the Sabbath day, which is interesting, right? Because we talked about how that is defined within the context of the Torah, and how do you even understand that without an oral tradition, right? What is a dwelling place? What does that even mean, right? It says some of our rabbis say that the prohibition of kindling was singled out for a mere negative commandment, while others say that it's singled out to separate all types of labor. And then there's so this is as I described before, this parsha with regards to Shabbat is when we spoke about the Mishkan in previous parshiot. The whole idea of keeping Shabbat is based on not doing the things that were done in the construction of the Mishkan, which is what this parsha describes in more detail, as you will see. So they're called the 39 malachot, which are the basically things you're not supposed to do on Shabbat. So we'll see some of what those things are. So it says that a bunch of people are coming together, generous-hearted people, bringing silver, gold, copper, bringing all sorts of different, the acacia wood, all their skins, all these stones, every wise-hearted person. So everybody's coming together, building this Mishkan, building, with the ark and the poles and the screening for the dividing curtain, and it gives us sort of more details about that. The menorah, right? The 7-branched candelabra, which you see in a lot of the pictures, talking about the entrance and anointing oil, right? There's that Mashiach word, Hamishcha, right? Still not talking about the Messiah, son of David in this context, but as we know, the word is used for anointing in general. Once again, showing why Daniel 9 is not exclusive to the Messiah when it says the word Mashiach. Got to keep emphasizing that so silly people don't keep quoting Daniel 9 to me like it's some sort of checkmate for Judaism. Messiah doesn't have to come before the destruction of the temple. Sorry. That's what it says in Hosea chapter 3, verses 4 and 5. I'm going off topic, but it's been a rough day. Fine. So you have the burnt offerings, all that sort of stuff. Great. And then it talks about the Kohen Gadol and the garments. And, last week's Parsha we went into, it was more the Parsha. I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about the priestly work, so why not put more of that in this Parsha? So the tent of meeting, all the people generously giving all of their things, right? So now they're bringing their objects for a holy purpose, right? Instead of, an idolatrous purpose with the golden calf, they're giving now for a very holy purpose in service to the Lord. So, yeah, everyone's bringing their gifts. Oh, sorry, I guess I checked off the commentary on accident. So Moses said to the children of Israel, see, the Lord has called by name Bitzalel, ben Uri, son of Uri, the son of Hur, the son of the tribe of Yehuda. Right. He has imbued him with the Spirit of God, Chochma, B'tivuna, Uvedat, as we described before. That is Chochma, Binah, Dat. That is Chabad. Bitzalel, the most Chabad name imaginable, which a lot of people don't realize. But yeah, when you really think about the name Bitzalel, I'd say that is the most Chabad name you could possibly have for this exact reason. So there, and then he put in the heart the ability to teach both him and it says Ohaliyav. He is of the son of Ahisamach, and he's of the tribe of Dan, right? So it says he's of the tribe of Dan, of lowest of the tribes, the sons of the handmaid. Oh, so because he was the son of a handmaiden. Yet the omnipresent compared Oholiab to Bezalel for the work of the Mishkan, and he and Bezalel was of the greatest tribes, Yehuda, to fulfill what is said, and a prince was not recognized before a poor man, and Eov, and Job. Interesting. So they're like kind of on the same playing field. So they have their wisdom in their heart to do all sorts of craft work, and they got to work, and they sort of led this building of the Mishkan, and they brought offerings, and all the wise men doing the holy work of the holy came, and they did work, and there was much rejoicing. Yay. I don't know if you caught that reference, but anyway, yeah. Sounds like a pretty awesome time, honestly. So there are more wise-hearted people building, putting loops together. This was a really cool public display of the community coming together. You know, the Kehila building, ramskins, curtains, all these beautiful things to create what we know as the Mishkan. Planks, the acacia wood. I think I mentioned in a previous video that the acacia wood was very heavy. And pegs, planks, sockets, building, and giving more detail about this. I read through the book of Ezekiel, and it discusses the future third temple in very explicit detail in the building of it. So this is kind of reminding me of that. It's really cool, and it's really exciting. And I can't wait for that to happen when the true Messiah comes, Bimhei Yamenu. So then it talks about more, discussion of this. And Bezalel made the ark of acacia wood, pretty heavy ark. He laid it with pure gold. So it's just giving you that description. You can look at pictures if you want, you have an idea of what it looks like, probably. Yeah, it talks about the golden cheruvim, the cherubim, as they are known. I guess there's really I'm not getting any commentary here. But he made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. Hammered out the ark cover, one cherub from one end and the other cherub from the other, as you know. And it's giving the description of them. Toward the ark cover were the faces of the cherubim. Yeah, there's this idea that this is sort of a replica of the heavenly tabernacle of sorts, right? There's definitely precedence for that. And, so I'm not sure why this isn't. Maybe there's just no commentary here, but whatever. So the menorah made of pure gold, describing the 6 branches on its side and in the middle, and very classic design that many shuls have, shown the menorahs on each side and the ark in the middle as sort of a paying homage to this setup of the Mishkan. And then we have the burnt offerings and the acacia wood and the cubits. Okay, now we got some commentaries coming up. Okay. But honestly, yeah, and I guess this, like I said, this Parsha is often paired with next week's Parsha, but this year, it's not. So this is a standalone Parsha this year, to what I know, at least according to Chabad.org. You got pegs and twisted fine linen and pillars and sockets and all the pegs in the Mishkan and of the courtyard all around were copper. Okay, so if you want a more in-depth discussion and description of the Mishkan, it's right here in the Parsha for you to see. So I know it's a little short one this week, but I hope this video has been a blessing to you. Shalom Aleichem.